and welcome to Xtreme DIY, brought to you by 80/20. Today's segment will be the first in a 4-part series dedicated to outdoor solutions. In the outdoor series, there's something for everyone. We'll be building a grill stand, a picnic table, a garden cart, and a small greenhouse. In today's segment, we're going to build a custom grill stand. For this build, we went with a modern type look, featuring close-face profiles for easy cleaning, a brushed aluminum plate to match our profiles, and a detachable shelf that can attach to any side to suit our needs. This grill stand is also long-lasting and mobile. Now before we begin, we want to point out that these videos are a general overview of the assembly steps on how to build these solutions. You can download an in-depth step-by-step guide, design files, and much more for free at 8020.net.
That's right, Andrew. Now the first step with any 80/20 build is you want to verify that you have all of your parts and pieces, that everything is organized, and that you have the proper tools to assemble your project.
Now for this build, we're going to use 3 wrenches. We're going to use a 5/32, a 3/16, and a 1/4 hex wrench.
So when it comes to building our grill stand, we're going to break the design down into 2 separate halves. First, we're going to build our sides. Then we're going to slide in our cross supports, and finally we'll join the 2 sides together.
Once we have our sides together, we'll drop in our first panel. After that, we can add our top bars, and from there, we'll finish off our stand with our top panel and some wheels for added mobility.
All right, we're ready to begin on the sides of our grill stand. To start, we're going to take our first long radius bar and join that to our crossbar. We're going to slide that into position and then tighten that down with our wrench. We're then going to move on to our second radius bar, which is the shorter of the 2. We're going to slide that into position with our anchor fastener so the bottom of the radius bar is flush with the bottom of our connecting bar. You'll want to make sure that your anchor fasteners are facing up and that your smooth side is facing out.
Now once we have that bar into place, we'll take 2 more bars and we'll add one to each side of our current build. We'll take an anchor fastener and we'll just slide it into the open T-slot and get our bar into position. From there, we'll tighten it down with a wrench, and we're going to want to make sure again that our anchor fastener is facing up and our smooth side is facing out.
Now that we have both sides of our build complete, we're ready to add in our miter bar. We'll take our miter bar, one side already has the T-nut and bolt in position. We'll slide that onto one end, put that into position, making sure that both sides are flush. We'll then tighten that down with our wrench. Take our other bolt and T-nut, slide the T-nut into the T-slot, matching it in with our bolt, and then we'll tighten that down as well. We'll then mirror the process on the other side. All right, we're ready to join our 2 sides together. To do this, we're going to be utilizing our last 2 radius bars. We're simply going to take the profile, put it into position between the 2 sides, and join them together with an anchor fastener.
Now once we have those 2 final radius bars in, we'll take 2 small crossbars and connect our miter bars. We'll drop them into position, connect them with some anchor fasteners, and tighten them down from there. Now once we have all that done, we have our base done, and we're ready to add our bottom panel.
Now that we have both sides of our grill frame assembled, we're ready to add in our bottom panel. But before we do that, we're going to preload our roll-in T-nuts into the T-slot. We'll simply take the T-nut, put it in sideways, and then push it into position, and it's ready to go. From there, we'll drop in our bottom panel. We're going to line up the T-nut with the holes in the panel and tighten that down with our bolts. Once that's done, we can move on to our top bars and our last panel. Now, we've added the top bars to our frame. These follow the same premise as our bottom crossbars, where we have the anchor fasteners on the top and the smooth side facing out. We did this with the exception of 1 bar, where we have the T-slot facing out. We did that so we could take our bolt and our drop-in T-nut, slide it into position, and give it a 1/4 turn, and then we'll tighten those down. Those will be used to hang some of our grilling tools. Once we're done with all that, we're going to take our top panel, set it onto place, lining up the holes with the taps on these profiles. We'll tighten everything down.
So we've got our grill stand flipped on its side, and the last thing we want to do is add some casters. So we'll take the stem from our caster and just thread it into the end of the profile. Once we have all those installed, we're ready to take this outside and put it to use.
As you can see, we've brought our grill stand outside, have put our grill in place and are now ready to add a finishing touch. For that, we're going to be placing this convenient shelf by taking these drop-in bolts and putting them into the base T-slot and tightening those down with these convenient handles. Once that's completed, our project's done.
Well, that about wraps up this segment of our Outdoor Solutions series. If you have any questions or you'd like to get started on your own grill stand, please visit 8020.net, where you can download a project plan, bill of materials, and much more. Now, we hope you've enjoyed this segment of 8020's Xtreme DIY, and we look forward to seeing you again next time. And as always, make it a great day.